Dancehall's prodigal son is finally back home after bringing shame and disgrace to the family. Let's check him out.
See, so I go five up. No, you're not listening, you know.
Big up yourself.
So yeah, see?
Rika, you think loud.
Big up to my people, and I don't know my fans stay for life, up scheme.
I understand.
Back there.
Way up. Loud and brawling.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, you know.
Anyone who go me have to take up 2 cups, you know. One no one for Rika.
This video is called Rest in Peace, the latest sequel to the new Bops, Gully Bop and Amari, Jamaican dancehall biggest embarrassment and nightmare. The two people who have managed to take both to the lowest depth of the bottomless, shameless abyss that was displayed on social media for the whole world to witness. Gully Bop is finally back in Jamaica. He has escaped the mentally, emotionally, physically evil, condemned asylum, crazy ward, nut factory, and filthy bondage of Amari DJ Mona Lisa, and is now back home in the safety of the shores of Jamaica for right now. While Gully Bop is seemingly out of the picture with Amari, we should not think for a minute that he is scot-free and the sequel of the new Bops is over. We must remember that Gully Bop has a reputation of running back to his problem and burying himself even deeper. We should not be surprised if he runs back to Amari if things don't work out for him in Jamaica. I must be honest, I am very concerned about those recorded videos of Gully Bop hitting and threatening Amari. I think these will come back to haunt him. I think Amari did not get him arrested for those incidents because she is still holding on to the slightest hope that they can somehow work it out and get back together as a team and achieve that fame and fortune which was her motivating factor for getting with him in the first place. Amari strikes me as one of those vindictive type of women who will go to the extreme for revenge. It is obvious that she's a compulsive liar and a great actress with the flair for the dramatics and exaggeration. She will use those characteristics to plot to see the demise of Gully Bop in the most vengeful way, once she realizes that her dream have all but failed. We should not take Amari's action or anything that she says at face value. She's just playing possum for right now. She's waiting to see which side Gully Bop is going to swing before she unleash her wrath and vengeance and strike with the venom of a black mamba or the black widow spider that she is, using her mate, then turn around and devour him. This is how much of a split personality this woman have. I have seen videos of Amari receiving prayers from a pastor and claim she's turning over her life and turning a new page. Claim that the new refined Amari will no longer have regular outbursts of clout and suck out everything imaginable. But then 2 videos and 45 minutes later, she's back to her old ways and even worse. I don't know how she managed to outdo herself, but she does. It is truly amazing to watch. I think that she really thinks that she have Gully Bop so brain-fucked and dependent on her. She's still holding on to the slightest hope that her far from reality demented mind is telling her. But knowing Gully Bop's tendencies and reputation, we cannot put that scenario past him. So the truth is she actually have a shadow of hope. I think that as soon as she realizes that it is all over and she, that fat lady, will have to sing bye-bye to that honeymoon in paradise and fame, all hell will break loose. I predict that she will fall into deep depression and thoughts of suicide will set in. I really feel good to see Gully Bop back in Jamaica, but the more he continues to do videos and interviews dissing Amari and flaunting his new love interest, Rika, the more she will be aggravated into doing everything in her power to make sure Gully Bop loses that US visa and work permit sooner or later. She will always use those videos of him hitting her as negotiating tool as long as the statute of limitation has not expired. Amari is overly obsessed with Gully Bop and will haunt him even though he's back in Jamaica. She's psychotic enough to pay someone to kill him or even con him and get close to him to kill him herself. But don't put anything past her. She's evil personified and Gully Bop is stupid enough to give her that chance. Like the saying goes, hell has no fury like a woman's scorn. She will hate to know that Gully Bop has moved on without her while her dreams and plots have gone up in flame. Her only deterrent is that she knows that her plot could backfire against her and she's public enemy #1 in Jamaica and dancehall. Gully Bop's biggest mental bondage is self-inflicted. He's his own worst enemy. It's like he's out of control, stubborn, ungrateful, and self-centered person that likes his own way. He's afraid of honoring any commitment that shows structure and tranquility. It's as if he's paranoid of success. He is drawn to chaos and is unmanageable but lacks a self-motivating drive and independence to get things done himself. His whole characteristic is one that is a recipe for failure and he's on a one-way collision course to self-destruction. Whenever we see someone continue to bite the hand that feeds them, that is all the sign we need to define that person. The evidence is cut and clear in both words and action. What is even worse, he's turning his back on his own blessings and opportunities. Gully Bop likes to claim how streetwise he is, but the truth is he's as far from wise as one can get. And this is not a diss, it is just reality and facts. Check his history, his recent actions and decisions, the type of people that he gravitates to or is drawn to. One of the most ironic thing about this whole situation is that one of the persons that bashed Gully Bop the most is now his savior. The person that is the biggest hypocrite in dancehall is now highlighted as a hero. That person is Dr. Love. People, don't fall for this dude. He's just as manipulative as Amari is. His assistance to Gully Bop is based on expectations of fame and personal gain in the near future. His good gestures should not be viewed as just being kind-hearted. He just wants to swing the viewership from Amari's fan page to his own. But Gully Bop will soon fuck up his dolly house and dreams too, just like he did with Chin, Calderon and Amari. Gully Bop has no loyalty or respect or regards for anyone but himself. Gully Bop stated in a recent interview that he's going to perform at a show in St. Martin and that himself and his new love interest Rika will be flying first class. People, this is the same woman that came on Facebook and said that she was pregnant for Gully Bop but recanted her story after she received a bashing from Amari and Gully Bop's fan. I guess we should give credit to Amari. The false prophet was right at least once. People, follow me and listen close. Gully Bop is heading into yet another drama-filled relationship and he's willing to take us through the dysfunctional roller coaster cycle once again. He never learns. He's a stupid waste of time, waste of sympathy. We should just cut our losses and let him self-destruct by himself. Putting faith into Gully Bop is a definition of stupidity and insanity. Let me make it very clear. Until I hear a decent, up-to-date song from Gully Bop, I would say that he's done. He's just a novelty fad artist whose flame is dying out with every ticking second of the clock. He's on his last lizard tail twitch reflex, dead but showing signs of life. Gully Bop needs structure, songwriters, good rhythm, drop the old style of repeating the same melody and lyrics for every song. He needs to upgrade from infant dancehall 101 to at least 2.0 or better. And adding Rita to the stable of artists is dead weight and will only suffocate the dying brand even faster. Gully Bop has a sense of entitlement. He feels as if he has the world eaten out of the palm of his hand. And he can do and say anything that he feels. And in some sense it is true because we gave him so much free pass to rant and disrespect us. If we really check the levels, Gully Bop is just as abusive to his fans as he was to Chin, Amari and anyone else who endorses fuckery. This is his abusive side coming out and we allow him to feel as if there is no repercussions for his actions, so he continues to push his luck and take full advantage of the chances that we give him even further. I have come to the conclusion that as fans we have gotten too soft on him and we kept hanging on to the slightest chance of his resurrection and the rise of his career to the fulfillment or expectations that we had for him when he first rose out of the gully. They say you can't teach an old dog new trick and Gully Bop is a perfect example. Check his patterns from his on and off and off relationship with Chin and Amari. He left from two chaotic relationships and is now headed to Rika, another potential chaotic relationship. I often wonder if Gully Bop is on drugs, but I cannot say for sure. Although he acts like it, I can only come to two conclusions. Is that he is or is the biggest idiot dancehall has ever encountered. I will not, however, use the testimony of Dr. Love, L.A. Lewis, Chin or Amari to validate my opinion, because you know they all have motive to lie. But as they say, where there is smoke, there is fire, and Gully Bop is acting like a junkie right now. People, what is your real take on Gully Bop and Amari? What do you think the future holds for Gully Bop and Amari? Do you think there is still hope for Gully Bop given the way that he's acting? Do you think that Amari's newfound fame will flame out like a falling star? On a scale of 1 to 10, how disgusted were you with the antics of these two clowns? And are you glad to see the dancehall circus finally packed up and left down? And do you think that we've seen the last of Amari and Gully Bop as dancehall dopey power couple? People, please don't ever get it confused that I am hating on Gully Bop. He's his own biggest hater and self-destroyer. He's not honoring his own blessing and taking every opportunity to squander it. I am just speaking on it and stating facts. Thanks once again for checking out my video. It is greatly appreciated. Please check out the website link in my profile banner. Please like, comment and subscribe. Bless up. One love.